Mimey was caught off guard. She wiped her hands on her pants and continued cleaning every surface in the kitchen, humming the lullaby that Tatiana loved. Bella tiptoed in behind them as she was starving and served herself a plate. The Thibodeaux hardly ever fought, but when they did, it was a spectacle to behold. Tatiana looped around in order to force Juliette to look at her face. "Oh no, 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 you don't! Answer me! Are you my mother?" Bella was confused by the question and was going to interject with a question of her own, but thought better of it. The fact that Juliette could be Tatiana's mother was not the most exciting piece of news in the day. Intriguing, true, but not the most exciting. In Bella's estimation, the fact that Tatiana was a witch was much, much more thrilling. Mimey desperately tried to divert the conversation, fiddling in her pantry. "Oh, look! I forgot the preserve. Bella, sweetie, you like the strawberry one, correct?" Bella adored the French cuisine she was so accustomed to at the Thibodeaux. In between mouthfuls, she asked, "Is that homemade stuff you make? Heck yeah, sign me up!" Tatiana was annoyed at both Bella and Juliette for their lackadaisical attitude towards this very important question. She clenched her fist tighter and spat air loudly. "Mimey, I swear on a yellow plumb bob, if you don't come clean now, I will turn you into a figurine." Bella, with a mouthful, stated, "Oh, snap!" Mimey and Tatiana both yelled at Bella in unison, "Shut up!" Gueule. "Oh, madame, don't mind me. I'll just be over here minding my own business. If you need me, just holla." She kept watching the verbal dance between Tatiana and Juliette and continued enjoying her delectable meal. Tatiana would lead with a question and would get louder and louder, while Juliette continued ignoring her by making herself busier and quieter and quieter. "Mon ange, look." It wasn't that Juliette didn't want to have this conversation. It was that she dreaded what it would mean to their current beautiful relationship. When Juliette finally resolved to speak the truth, Tatiana interrupted. "You know what? You don't need to say anything. Your body language says it all. I'll be in the bathroom until Grandpa Creeper comes to get me and makes me old and pruny. At least he won't beat around the bush with pretenses." Tatiana left the room dramatically in a very non-typical way. Bella noted that she was rubbing off on her friend and smiled inwardly. Bella's mouth, still full, added, "Love the play on words, Tati. She's good, isn't she?" She looked to Juliette for affirmation. Juliette frowned. "Bella, please, eat in silence." She contemplated whether to come out with the news once and for all in front of Bella, or should she wait until Tatiana was calmer. Confrontation was not Juliette's strength. Humor and laughter, that was more her speed. Life had been anything but as of late, an appropriate setting for a household where one of the inhabitants was experiencing the selection of her path and learning the lore of what that means. "Très bien. I shall speak the truth," she whispered to no one in particular. Juliette knocked on the bathroom door, but Tatiana refused to open it for her, so she resorted to talking through the door instead. "Mon ange, it is very difficult thing you are going through. It was for me too. Well, later in life especially, I had dreams too, you know. I was part of an increasingly popular variety show act in Paris. The very first teenage act of my time. It was so exciting. Little did I know that the show would acquire a little magic, and that the magic was not going to be just the eternal rabbit out of the hat trick, but real fey magic. When my path came to be, I was selling out in all of our venues and was requested to travel all over the world. I was a household favorite, and like you, chose not to settle down except one day. When I became a bit older, I realized how happy I was with my road manager. In truth, He was happy to be with me too. It came out of the blue. I knew it was the pairing of the fate, but I did not care, because he gave me you, mon bel ange. I decided to stop touring and take care of you, and shortly after you were born, the Reaper came to visit, and the exchange happened. Your father was mortified at how quickly I aged. He could not handle the elderly star both in business and at home, so he left me alone with you. I know how cruel the children at school are, and so I became your Mimi to protect you from ridicule. I could not bear anyone hurting you, mon petit chou. Moreover, I could not bear if you rejected me too. Bella had been in the hallway this entire time, overhearing the explanation Juliette was trying to convey. Oh my God, Mimi, that was the most tragic story. I will never reject you. Bella wailed and ran over to Mimi and hugged her fully. Tatiana Thibodeau, if you don't come out here and hug this beautiful woman who happens to be your mother, I will haunt you the rest of your days. Tatiana slowly unlocked the bathroom door. She stared at her sweet, aged mother and hugged her for what seemed like hours.